Hi, I'm Ella from NexiGo, and one question that we get all the time is, do you really need a projector screen? If you've had that same question, this video is for you. Today we're going to go over the difference between a white wall and a white matte screen, different types of screens, whether you really need a screen, and if so, how to choose the right one. Here's our PJ40 Ultra on a white wall and a white matte screen. You might not notice a huge difference on camera. In person, it's subtle because we're using a smooth white wall with minimal texture. But if your wall is a different color, or if it's textured or uneven, the image quality will suffer. So, if you already have a smooth white wall where you want your projector, you might not need a screen. That is if you're using a long throw projector, but a screen can still unlock your projector's full potential. Take a look at this. Here's the NexiGo Aurora Pro Mark II, our newest ultra short throw projector on a matte white screen versus a plain white wall. Because ultra short throws project light at a sharper angle, there will be noticeable shadows and distortion around any uneven texture on your walls. The same paint texture that was nearly invisible with the PJ40 Ultra is emphasized by the Aurora Pro Mark II. For this reason, I strongly recommend using a screen with your ultra short throw projector. So, we've established that a screen can help your projector shine, but which screen do you choose? Well, that all depends on the type of projector you have and how much ambient lighting there is in your room. Let's break down the three most common types of screens: matte white screen, gray screen, and ALR screen. Matte white screens work best in dark rooms or places where you can control the lighting. They're affordable, show colors well, and look good from different angles. But in bright rooms, the picture can look faded, and they don't block light from windows or lamps. Next, we have gray screens. They're better for rooms that have some light. They make dark colors look deeper and improve contrast. However, they might change colors and they make bright scenes look dimmer. Lastly, we have the ALR screen, which stands for ambient light rejecting. These screens are the best solution for great colors and contrast in bright rooms. There are a few different types of ALR screens. One of the most popular ones are Fresnel screens. They block light coming from the sides and above while amplifying the light coming from the projector and directing it towards the viewer. This is made possible by the texture of the screen, which is made up of raised concentric circles that are painted black on one side to absorb and reject light coming from your overhead light and windows. The difference in image quality is night and day when it comes to comparing the Aurora Pro Mark II on a Fresnel screen versus a matte white screen. The projection looks brighter, high contrast, and more vibrant. However, there are a few drawbacks. These screens do cost a bit more and are not as widely available when it comes to anything above 120 inches across, or for long throw projectors like the PJ40 Ultra. Plus, the viewing angle is a bit more narrow, so we do recommend viewing with groups of 8 or less. Now is the question that we've all been waiting for. All of our projectors can be used directly on a wall. If you're watching in a dark room and you have a smooth white wall, you might be perfectly fine without a screen. But if you want sharper image quality, more accurate colors, and better contrast, especially during the day or in rooms with ambient light, a high-quality screen can make a noticeable difference. For bright spaces, ambient light rejecting Fresnel screens help keep the picture clear and vibrant. If you're using an ultra short throw projector, pairing it with a Fresnel screen is the best option for optimal brightness and contrast without unwanted shadows or laser speckle. Ultimately, a screen is not required. You can use any plain wall and get an acceptable image, but a screen will have a huge noticeable impact on your image quality. If you're thinking of buying a projector screen, choosing the right one comes down to several simple factors. First, consider your room lighting. Bright rooms usually benefit from ambient light rejecting screens, while dark rooms work well with matte white screens. Second, think about your projector type. Ultra short throw projectors often require specialized ambient light rejecting screens for the best picture, while long throw projectors generally work well with standard matte or white screens. Third, decide whether you want a portable screen that's easy to move and store or a stationary screen that's permanently installed for a more polished setup. Fourth, consider the screen size that you want for your space. Most screens have a fixed size, so it's important to decide how big you want your projection before you purchase a screen. Finally, keep your budget in mind. If you can't afford a high-quality Fresnel screen, even a basic screen can make a noticeable difference. If you've invested in a projector or are planning to, the right screen can help unlock your projector's full potential while giving you the best viewing experience. Thank you for watching today's video. As always, if you have any comments, make sure you drop them down below and we'll make sure to get back to you as soon as possible.